Hello folks, and welcome to another daily Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. Well, I have tweeted some stuff yesterday related to the findings and of course the issue that is that was initiated by the CFTC hitting Binance. I mean, you know, we know Department of Justice, they name Binance. Now CFTC hitting also to Binance. You know, just putting on the table some findings, and even the I was reading the answer of XXVIII, or the official answer by Binance. And they are, it seems, just confirming what I expected just before. They don't have any clue what regulation means. They really don't have any clue what they think the steering wheel is a car. Oh, but we were the first central exchange that introduced New York customer process and the crypto market. Wow, that's cool. Thank you. New York customer process. That's it. Thank you very much. Then goodbye. You are full regulated. What about to let some auditors go to your centralized exchange and prove all your books, for example? That's where it stops to be absolutely motivated to be full regulated, right? But that's what banks are doing. That's what banks are doing every fucking single year. They are going to go in when they have some findings. They have almost 3 months, sometimes 6 months, depends on the finding, to fix all these findings. Of course, it depends, you know, if they are extremely high findings, big findings or not. But to say, hey, we have, I don't know, half China working for us in the regulation department, and we are working with the authorities. It's not, you know, maybe XXVIII needs really someone who gives him some advice. It's not about of having a lot of people working in a department that has the name regulation department. It's about the quality of this work. Of course, we need to be fair. It's not only Binance's fault, because we don't have a regulation framework for crypto. Not a global, not yet. It's coming. So I know it from my daily work that sometimes even the banks are in trouble to interpret what the watchdogs wants from them. Sometimes that happens, and that's not just sometimes. It can happen very often. However, in such case, you need some support. In such case, you need to be even more transparent than others. And that's what happens. They are looking to find, at least banks, they are going to make you know, different meetings also with other banks to find a solution, to work together and to figure out what would be the best way to meet what watchdogs are requiring, for example. I don't see that in crypto, at least not yet, and I think that's going to be absolutely necessary. I know that Fidelity, for example, Fidelity and Citadel, they have their own centralized exchanges, and I have some friends who were involved in, well, auditing Fidelity, and it works. So what Tether is saying about, for example, oh, all big auditors don't want to have anything to do with crypto is bullshit. It's absolutely bullshit. That's not true. That's not true. Just Tether don't want to have any auditors in their offices. And they know exactly why not. And I guess many others, I mean not only stablecoins but centralized exchanges, they are doing exactly the same. I have mentioned about the wash trading. I have mentioned about this Swiss newspaper that published their study and just saying 70% of the whole crypto volume currently is pure wash trading, while 90% of the spot volume was on Binance. And now they are indicating, hey, you, Binance, had almost 300 wallets involved in wash trading, and many of them just linked directly to the CEO, she said. I mean, that's not new. Years ago, and it seems some community members forgot that Binance had some trouble because wash trading. So it's not new. It's not nothing where we should surprise about. I would be surprised if they are going to launch tomorrow a food campaign against Tether saying Tether is fraud. It would be like, come on, that's an old story. But yes, so we can say, is wash trading something extremely wrong? Well, I mean, I know that many of you are not from Europe or South America or Africa, and some countries where we like to play football, soccer. And, you know, we can also say, well, a fault, sometimes, it's not that bad. Even if you broke the leg of another player. If you can prevent that he is going to make a goal, for example, right? Some would say, yeah, it's fine. I mean, at the end, it's a game. It's about the result. And others would say, holy shit, man. Poor guy. And that's the thing. Where it starts to be unfair, and when it's okay to do that. When it's okay to attract retail, making wash trading, indicating, hey, look, the crypto market is healthy. Look how much volume we have. And the big question is, was that everything? Was that really just to attract retail, to get more market shares? Or was it just to hide something behind? Operations, big operations? Transferring some bitcoins, ethereums, using just, for example, wash trading. Nobody knows. That's going to be just a theory. It's conspiracy theory for many. But fact is that, like Tether, this attitude to say, I don't need to be audited because it's not necessary. The market is unregulated. It's like to be in the Wild West, to take your gun and kill some people and say, what the hell is going on with you? I mean, that's the Wild West. It's absolutely okay. Ethic. Something like ethic. Do you know that? To be fair, fair play, something. We remember what that means? Some people are spreading the wild theory that crypto means free speech. And, I don't know, 1,000 other things were... For me, it's extremely entertaining to read that, because you all know and should know I'm extremely bullish on crypto. But for me, crypto is just an asset. It's not a religion, it's not, you know, it's just a fucking asset. I can make money with that. That's the thing. So, you know, crypto is just an asset. And this asset is not going to bring you free speech. Only those who are holding this crypto The big guys can make it if they want, but they don't care, because also for them it's just an asset. They can make money with that. That's the only reason why they are so involved. That's the reason why institutionals are spending millions, billions buying infrastructure. Do you think they are doing it just because of free speech? Do you think they are going to open their wallets and spending billions because they want to make our lives better? Really? Do you think that? Oh, poor guy. It's not going to happen. It's just an asset. It's a crazy, crazy, beautiful asset. It is. I'm a tech nerd. I'm not a developer, but I love technology. And so, you know, if you have the passion for technology, for innovation, then hell, yeah, you have to be a crypto fan. But guys, this market is fucking toxic. I don't know why many of you don't get that. It is the future. But as mentioned many times, we need to make a Wild West to something with structure, with rules, where ethic is not just a word. And that's what we need. I don't want to see a game where someone is going to break the leg of another player just to prevent a goal. Be creative. Prevent the goal, but with other ways, without to bring pain to another player. I mean, that's the thing, and that should be the goal of this market. If you want to be different and better, then be different and better. Don't follow what the mass is doing. But it's not happening. Of course we can say, well, wouldn't you say that they are creating a campaign, a food campaign against Binance? Who cares when it happened in 2021? Nobody. Absolutely nobody. And who was the central exchange that, in my opinion, was triggering this food campaign against Binance? That was FTX. And for me, absolutely sure, without any doubt, that it was from FTX. While Tether is untouchable. Tether is so great. It is the spirit of crypto, like some people are saying on Twitter. I would like to slap them when they are saying that, because for me, you know, I hate Tether. I really hate Tether, because Tether is exactly what I don't want to have related to crypto. That's exactly the opposite of what I would like to see on crypto. You know, crypto is going to be the future, and it will not depend on Binance, it will not depend on Tether, it will not depend on Sam. You see, I mean, you know, that technology is something that is there, and we will use it. Just the market has to change, you know, to let the masses go in the market. The market needs rules. And if you don't like what your government is going to do, then hell, go to the streets, talk to your neighbors, tell them, go and fucking elect someone else. Not always the same people and the same parties. Or if you are smart enough, just go and start your own party. Try to change. Today we can do it. Because we are living, many of us at least, in a democracy. I can go to the streets and start to collect some signatures of citizens and can start to create a party program. And then let's go. Of course we know we need to spend a lot of time, maybe some money, and we are not going to be successful, because even if we are going to see a little light governments will do everything to kill this party, to discredit this party. We know it. We absolutely know it. But what is the option? We don't have any options. We need to be to trigger something, to initiate something, like Satoshi Nakamoto did. Okay? For many of us, he is an idol. Yes, he is one. He did something. I don't think that he was expecting to let a company like Tether just get, that much power of his Bitcoin. Or that people involved like Sam, even XXVIII and others would have that power of his Bitcoin. Because they have the power to drive the market. They have the power to buy a lot, to dump the market, to do whatever they want. To trade even against their own clients. And now I'm not particularly talking about Binance, because I think I don't think that wash trading is trading against their clients. It's possible that XXVIII or Binance use wallets to trade against their clients. It's possible, but to be honest, I don't think that's different with other centralized exchanges. I don't think that Bitfinex is doing something different to see that their algos are using different centralized exchanges at the same time just to drive the market price. So what is that? The problem is not Binance. The problem is not just certain people. We have a global, a general problem in crypto. And it's not just money. It's not just moon to get more money. Because that's short-term thinking. That's like the CEO who is just making policy for his company for the next 1 year, 2 years, and he don't care what's going to happen with this company in the next 5 or 10 years. Be smarter. And be an example. We all can be an example. We all can make critics. We all can say, stop with that shit. We all can do it. Crypto was not launched by a company. Crypto, in that case, Bitcoin was not launched by a company. Bitcoin was not launched by a government. Bitcoin was launched by one person, individual. He had a nice vision and he just realized it. Let us do exactly the same. Let us do exactly the same. If we wish something for the masses, to have a better life, best quality, then we need to fight for it. We need to do it. We need to use our mouth. We need to use our fingers, our keyword, and showing these people we don't like what you are doing. Because that's our crypto. It's not yours. And that's the thing. We can critique both. I see every single time when the ECC is making any comment, you see a list of crypto maxis. Resign! Assholes! What are the banks doing? So we are fine, we are the good guys, you are the bad guys. That's not how it works, guys, because we are not better. We are not better. And that's something we need to realize. We really need to realize that. Regulation is not bad. We need to see how the regulation is going to look like. Of course, because we don't know yet how the global regulation framework is going to look like. But it's not bad. I wish that crypto starts to clean itself, to kick off a lot of toxic people. And to say CZ did so much for crypto, yeah, that's obviously what you know. But what he is not doing, what he is doing for his own interest and not for the interest of all his clients and crypto maxis, and like we are passionist, that's something he is not going to tell you. But of course, if someone else is doing it, it's food. It's fake news, it's food, it's crap. And we need to wake up. We really need to wake up. Because for me, crypto is really something, it's just an asset. It's just to make money. But we can make something bigger if we create a solid, honest community. And in my opinion, we are far away from it. Really far away. Bitcoin Marxists always saying that Bitcoin is the only one, everything else is shit. And then of course you have Bitcoin haters on the other side. So absolutely stupid. Now we can say, well, but Inspo, that's how it works. We know. I mean, I don't like my neighbor don't like his neighbor, and so on and so forth. Yes, but we can do it better. You know, if we say we are different, we need to be different, right? So I would like to see what's going to happen next. And you see, I mean, the markets, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. You know, we had a nice breakout. Now it maintains, and that's. It looks like, I mean, if you take a look here, you would say, but do we have here different interest involved, or is a machine just driving different market? Sometimes I don't know. I really don't know. However, we will check the market today. We will try to figure out what's going to happen next. In my opinion, it's not invalidated. I have said that can take a little bit, because such diamond patterns not automatically means we nuke. No, that's what it happened, is actually what I would expect, but it's just maintaining that level a little bit and maintaining, and you think, well, and we have 100,000 bitcoins waiting on centralized exchanges. For what? For what? Because my patience is coming to an end. So 23 minutes, let us stop here, let us go forward and check what the market is going to show us. So then let us take a look to the weights ratio 30 days moving average. First of all, it declined the weights ratio 1 day time frame to 52 yesterday, and so of course the weights ratio 30 days moving average is declining. Just because we declined here, so obviously that's what's happening. And you know, we pushed up a little bit, now declining once again. Usually we need to see what's going to happen the next days until Friday. We will see how long these guys want to hold at 27k. If we are going to break out, I have said yesterday I would expect at least a retest at that area of 27.5. Maybe if they are going to wait a little bit more, we can even go to 27.7. Retest, get rejected, and then go down once again. So we need to see. If we take a look here, it's like I said, everything above of 90 indicates sell pressure is coming, big sell pressure is coming. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's always just saying I want to distribute without to have a bigger impact to the price. At the same time, the stablecoin reserves on centralized exchanges has declined since few days, but well, 2 weeks, few days. but nothing, just really absolutely nothing happening. Of course, we can see bigger outflows happening here as well, but you know, they are just taking out all these bitcoins. I mean, we are maintaining this price. Obviously, they are not making anything. It looks like someone big wants to exit, and they are just making, you know, such a hand wash deal with someone like we had just in the past. We remember about Kwon with his beautiful stablecoin project, where he was announcing, we're going to buy 3,000 bitcoins next, and then someone just dropped 3,000 bitcoins to centralized exchanges and he bought them. Oh, coincidence. So it feels like it's exactly the same. The weights ratio 1 hour time frame maintains relatively high, now declining a little bit, usually then expecting we will go a little bit more up. Every time when we go more up, then the sell pressure starts to rise. If we go down, then the buy pressure starts to rise. It's, yeah, almost a zero-sum game at the moment. So let us go forward. So if we take a look here, for example, let me disable the stablecoins. We can see that yesterday afternoon, for example, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday afternoon, when we received here almost almost 4,500 bitcoins or something, and then today in the morning we received another 1,700 bitcoins. That was the biggest. And then, of course, this morning we had an outflow of 5,500 bitcoins. I mean, they are selling here and someone else is buying, it seems. That's what is happening. At the same time, I don't see that the bitcoins on centralized exchanges are declining. We still have 100,000. They are just refilling it. It's like, oh, we are selling, nice, so let us send another 10,000 bitcoins. Oh, we sold them, then let us send us. I don't know who is selling, but it's just like, it feels like a pipe of bitcoins. That is crazy. Well, I mean, also here, nothing big. I mean, if we take a look here, we can see that they are once again just reacting. So someone is cashing out, at the same time they send some stablecoins. So 300, no, that was here 270 stablecoins outflow, an hour later 326 millions. Then here 340 millions out, 300 millions in, then afterwards 210 millions out, 216 millions in. It's almost the same, just reacting. And that can, but I'm not sure, be also related to Binance, because XXVIII announced they are going to use their recovery fund to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum and BNB. So if we had 2 weeks ago, and you remember 1 billion, now we almost have the half of that, usually indicating that they have bought already. But why to buy a 27k when you know that someone is distributing, selling and selling and selling? They know something we don't. They know exactly what is happening, but of course they don't want to say it. Why not? Once again, be fair in something. Well, but okay. I mean, you know, I can understand if someone like XXVIII is not going to say something like, in case of, it would be the case, hey, the market is going to crash, and we just try to delay it, for example. Of course, he is not going to say something like that, right? Like, governments would never try to, well, it was at least in the past. I don't know if it's still the case, but they always try to prevent any panic. So yeah, we need to see here, but at the moment, you know, nothing big happening. So let us go to the next chart. So if we take a look here, we see as well funding rate lifted up, declined, lifted up, declined, lifted up, and now declining. Open interest still looking very solid, declined, is pushing up, and leverage ratio now waking up. And we can see they are right now waking up. It seems using more leverage, and that's where we should be extremely careful, because we know that they don't care that much about spot, but a lot about futures to drive the market. So we need to be extremely careful here. Once again, stablecoins, net flow related to derivative indicating more outflows than inflows, and even here related to bitcoins and derivative exchanges, also indicating more outflows than inflows. So nothing have changed here. If we take a look here, I mean, we received here at least a little bit more, but afterwards, once again, more outflows. The aggregated is indicating that at the moment they are demanding more longs, while open interest declined and leverage ratio is pushing up, and that's where I say be careful. 1,373 bitcoins and longs liquidated yesterday, and 430 bitcoins in shorts. If we take a look now to blockchain whispers, we can see that they are, well, 51 to 49, almost 50-50, I would say, and wow, almost the same here on Ethereum. A little bit more shorts volume on Bitfinex, longs maintaining, nothing happened here. If we go now to the Kingfisher, we can check what all leverage is indicating here. 600 million. So once again, we received more liquidation positions. It seems high leverage shorts coming in, and that could be a problem. Okay, 6 million, that's not big, but 26.8, 26.7, yeah, that's it. So between 26.6 and 27.4, well, it's not that big, but usually we should go down to 26.6, then go up once again, and that's it. Okay, we are done here. Let us go forward. So if you take a look here, we can see that Binance BTC USDT is showing since yesterday, closed before we started the dump, and the current level. So from here to here, minus 68 millions in CBD. Aggregated 81 millions, indicating that more exchanges followed this trend. BUSD minus 30 millions, so indicating also here someone is selling. And USD, that's crazy. USD 47 millions. That's really crazy if you compare Tether and BUSD. Well, BUSD may be possible, but Tether on 81, and they are doing almost 60%. That's not bad at all. So aggregated CBD futures coin margin minus 360 millions, and stablecoin futures, of course, 1.4 billions. So once again, you remember where I said someone is there using Bitcoin collateral and shorting more. Well, maybe that was the whole preparation. BUSD, we can see they started really just, if we start to see that was the peak here at a price of 27.6, and then they started to sell, while the aggregated not declining that much, but futures, they started really to decline at 27.5, as you can see. On Bitcoin collateral, we are talking about 1 billion, and on if I take a look here, that's actually stablecoin futures, almost 3 billions. Now, is that something that we should wonder about? Well, a little bit, because now if they used just before futures to hold the price, now they are using spot to hold the price of the futures. Do you know what I mean? So what they are doing is closing, and well, closing, in that case they are selling shorts at that price here, 27k, while maintaining the price with the spot, because spot has more weight than for example futures. And that's why if you want to drive the market with futures, you need to support with spot. So that's really interesting what they are doing here. I would say that that's not really looking bullish, to be honest, but Bitfinex selling more. Bybit also on the bearish side. Coinbase, yeah, Bitstamp and Coinbase always looking similar. Even Kraken, even Gemini. Okay. So yeah, nothing really changed here. If we now take a look, oh, what happens here? Where are here my whole informations now? Why not? I have my chart here. Ah, now it's here. So if we take a look, stable coins in general, 28th, 27th. So we see here huge blue, a little bit yellow, blue combined, and then finally here indicating 155 millions. But even stable coins declined a lot compared to what we have seen just before, and you know, at the moment it looks really they are taking profit. Sometimes we see, for example, here 17 millions in stable coins by USDC coming in, and then the price push up, and then they are taking profit. Looks like some algos are just making also some profits there. Yeah. So if we take a look here, we can see that, for example, market maker entities, the trend is negative, but it seems they receive once again from bigger entities, 10,000 to 100k. They reduced once again, and I don't know what the hell these guys are doing, to be honest, because and then buying here the local dip. Well, that's really strange. I don't know. I would like to know who is here behind as well to this entity here, because just if we check, they were not really interesting. So in trade behavior, you know, but sometimes they are doing really strange things. However, it seems they shifted now to market maker entities, and that's why market maker entities balances went up. But the thing is for example here, that retail is pushing up more. It's the most solid one with these guys here. Now on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, someone just said, well, it's possible that market maker entities are reducing their wallets, you know, and spreading instead in 100 Bitcoin wallets. And well, everything is possible, but why? It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to spread your 10,000 Bitcoins and hundreds of $100 wallets. So only if all of us are CZ, it would make sense. Maybe it's CZ. Maybe the market maker is CZ, and that will explain it. No, just really, I don't think, because at the same time we are also tracking here the fund flows. And this guy was just indicating, well, but maybe they are not selling, maybe they are just shifting to different other entities, but they are selling. And that's what we can see here. 1,600 Bitcoins here, another 570 Bitcoins here. That's the fund flow, indicating they are sending out of their wallets to centralized exchanges. You know, all exchanges, that's what they are doing. So they are selling. That's a fact. That's really a fact. And we know that they send 1,600 Bitcoins here and another 570, but usually they also use future market, option market, they use OTCs at the same time to make bigger gain. So obviously they are selling. Maybe we have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 wallets who are shifting. Maybe I really don't know why they should do that, because it's you know, imagine you have 300 different 100 Bitcoin wallets. It would kill me. It would really kill me. But of course, if it's an institutional, well, the question is, for what? What is the purpose to make it, right? However, if we take a look here, we see that once again, OKEx, Bitfinex, Gemini, Bitstamp, all of them had a rising weights ratio, and then afterwards we pushed up and declined. That's the second time they are doing it. Funds here, they continue, they are lifting up a little bit. So if we take a look, 690,000 Bitcoins means we have now reached almost the mid of January level. So nothing big have changed, only here they started to demand a little bit more, it seems. While, well, I mean, that's crazy. That's really crazy, usually indicating, I mean, take into account that the CBD for futures, stablecoin and Bitcoin collateral futures is negative, extremely negative. I would usually expect that these guys are preparing a big dump, but that's the thing. I mean, indicators like weights ratio, net flow, indicating it's extremely bearish, but at the same time the price is not doing anything, absolutely anything. We need to see. I think we need more patience, and I hate to have so much patience, to be honest. So yeah, that's it. Well, market activity, old story, even on futures, right? So we can stop here. So Coinbase reduced volume at 29K. They are spreading now a little bit more between 28.4 and 28. At the same time, we are concentrating some liquidity here at 25K. That will be my expected next level, and to go down to 25K. and if we break this one, then go to 22.4. If we break this one, then go to 20,000 again, and then we need to see what's going to happen. Now Bitstamp. On Bitstamp, as you see, they are still waiting here at 26. So they are, you know, I think they are, it's not big. I mean, if they really want to break it, but on the same time also waiting even at 31. BTC USDT on Binance also here waiting at 25.5 and 25. So it looks very solid. At the same time, you can see how many sell orders we have here between 28 and 29, and even here at 30k. But they are here protecting and even bringing more liquidity at that level between 25.5 and 25. In my opinion, it's just a matter of time that we go down to 25, 25.5, and then we need to see what's going to happen, as just mentioned a few days ago. BTC BUSD almost moved a lot liquidity to the upside, and now also here protecting more at 25, for example, between 26.4 and 25. Bitfinex BTC USD, yeah, nothing to see here, to be honest. So here protecting would be 24.5. OKEX, also nothing. Kraken, also Kraken, everything at 25k. So it's, in my opinion, that should be the consequence of the current price action to go down to 25k. But you know, usually we should go up at 27.5 or something to liquidate a lot of late shorts and then go down. So if I would trade, I would do exactly that case. Wait a little bit, maybe hedge, have a long and short open for a potential swing trade, and when I see that the price goes up, close my long, go short, and that's it. Well, that's now, what is that? Bybit, nothing. That's derivatives. BTC USD, BTC USDT, also nothing. Binance BTC USDT, wow, look what they are doing. Also here, for example, 25.5 and here 25. They removed a lot of liquidity to the upside and now reinforcing more the downside. That's futures. So also here 27.4, well protected. Also 27, but also 26.5 and so on and so forth. So nothing big to see here. Binance BTC BUSD, they remove the wall here 25.5. Bitfinex derivatives, nothing. Kraken futures, nothing. OKEX futures, only 29.3, but also nothing. Deribit protecting that area 28 and 25.5. Yeah, they are really, they are removing some liquidity here, but everything between 24 and 25.5 is also here protected. So it seems 25.5, 25 should be the next stage, and then I guess we will maintain there for a while. We need to see. And then we need to see what's going to happen next, right? If we are receiving more bitcoins and the net flows, if the wealth ratio is reacting, and so on and so forth.